333. R.I.P.P. Don P. PhD. Yeah. I said, R.I.P. TV. Tell a homie. Mob Deep Mondays, that's everyday, thoughty. It's all for the community. That's what P showed me. We lost without the unity. Where the fuck is the OGs? R.I.P.P. God bless the real. Only for the righteous. The rest will go to hell. Flipping through the book of Revelation. Figure it out. Transliterate the translation. Do it yourself. It's the last days. Life is a test and we in a cage. Concrete jungle. Everyday struggle. Fuck the pain. I'm on some HNIC shit. A Galleon 3 shit. If you don't know what I mean, you was never G. Real shit. R.I.P. Yo, P, play that beat back, 333. Burn some weed, re-repeat that. Shake me up a tuka pack, break me off a 20 piece. I'm gone, never looking back. Y'all can't talk to me. R.I.P. TV, tell a homie. Mob Deep Mondays, that's everyday, thoughty. It's all for the community. That's what P showed me. We lost without the unity. Where the fuck is the OGs? Like the weed, play some IMD for me. It's hell on earth for real, but y'all don't wanna see paper trail politics. All the shit was prophecy, strictly for the family. Peace to the prodigy. R.I.P.P. I sleep when it's time for me. Dope dreams bring the skizzy, pour the Hennessy. Searching for some inner peace, couple hundred G's. Deadly weapons and some weed just for you and me. R.I.P.P. I sleep when it's time for me. Dope dreams bring the skizzy, pour the Hennessy. Searching for some inner peace, couple hundred G's. Deadly weapons and some weed just for you and me. Yo.
There it is. There it is. Hey. I need more USB ports in my life. So welcome to the Dour Hour, everybody. I don't know how you guys are doing, but I'm fucking doing awesome. And that's what it's all about. Doing dope shit. One thing that's not dope, though, is I did not realize I only have one motherfucking blunt for this episode, so if this shit is not entertaining and whatnot, I will cut this one short, because how the fuck I'm going to do the Dour Hour and not be smoking? What the fuck? Anyway, D. Barry, what up, homie? What's popping in the mountains right now? What's going on, everybody? Anyway, what the fuck everybody did with their weekend? What you gonna do with this week? Let me know. Maybe I want in. Well, it can't be the Dour Hour without me smoking a goddamn blunt. So, that's what's up, homie. So, what are we going to talk about? Let me talk about what just happened. So, typically, in the afternoon, literally, sometime afternoon, I take the wolf to the dog park. It's not actually a dog park, but politically, for the last year and a half, I've been trying with very little success to actually get it turned to an actual dog park, because if your dog's off leash in New York, they fine you $100 if they catch you, if it's not an official dog park. So I get to the dog park today, there's 2 cops there, and they're threatening to ticket everybody who has their dogs off leash. And I already know it when I see them what they're doing, because they do this like once every 3 months. And everybody was all being combative and wanting to form like a fucking protest. Like, nah, if none of us leave, they can't arrest any of us. And I just like was looking at everybody like, these two officers seem pretty fucking agitated at this notion too. So the first thing I did is immediately let my dog off leash. And they walk up to me and they're like, "Sir, could you put your dog on leash?" So what I did is establish the basis of respect so that we can have an actual dialogue instead of being combative and fighting each other. This is what 20 years of being the only white guy in the room who always has to deal with the police does for you. So they asked me if I could put my dog on the leash, and I said, I will, out of a matter of respect for you two right now, because he's a service animal, and anytime he's off leash, it is legally considered a training exercise, so I don't have to. But in order to be a leader and get everyone else to put theirs on, I'll put mine on leash. Immediately, the female officer's demeanor changed, and we opened up a dialogue about how there is a need for an actual dog park for this area. So I broke it down with statistics, geographic locations and distances, and all types of numbers, because I had been waiting to have this conversation with somebody. I came with ammo ready to fire. And within 5 minutes, Mr. RN, what up? Instead of trying to ticket everybody and kicking everybody out, the police officer has now built a bridge between the two of us and said, "Listen, I didn't know this was a need here. I am going to go talk to people and I will assist you. Let me know what I need to do to help you guys turn this into an actual dog park so that none of this happens again." So the whole point of this is, instead of going up there and yelling and being combative, that wasn't working. When I showed up and realized that wasn't working, well, let's open up a dialogue with these people and see if they can help. If they can't help, then we could be assholes and be like, "Well, fuck you, we're not leaving." But they were willing to help immediately. So, bureaucratic and political victory today, people. The battle was won. Now the war still wages on for the dog park. These are the things I do with my free time. There's very little free time that I have. But, the wolf needs a dog park. And at the same time, if the police officer or somebody who's been given a position of authority is not being a fucking tyrannical asshole and just being a dick, then, dude, they're people too. They got jobs. They were told what to do by the people who are paying them. They got kids, families. They probably have dogs themselves. She understood. Once I established that there is a common ground and understanding, combativeness gone, and now she's willing to help. See how easy that was? You can go sit there and go yell at her and be combative, and then get a $100 ticket that I'm not going to pay. And then now we are not any further closer to achieving anything at all. It's fucking cool, man. Team, what up, man? So, I tried to explain to the people, there's two types of leadership, y'all. You can either sit there and yell at everybody to move that heavy object, or you can be the first one over there pushing. So I'd rather be the first one pushing, because that's just my style. So, what up, everybody? Reyes, Mr. RN. I'm flying high today. I don't have a headache. I'm feeling pretty fucking dope. What's up with you guys? Let's see. I am hyped. I am super excited about the week of 333 ahead of us. So, tomorrow, Gray Matter, I'm super hyped. We got the harp on board now, and that shit makes me excited. Plus, it's playoff football. Yeah, it's only going to keep getting better. And Wednesday, 4-year anniversary show for Hegelian. That one's going to be dope. And then Thursday's Beat Boutique. Beat Boutique is like my favorite thing to do right now. I'm excited for it. It's only fucking Monday, and I'm excited for Beat Boutique on Thursday. Part of me says, "Oh, you need to do more than one episode a week," but nah. We are just going to showcase things once a week, and my vision for Beat Boutique will become complete. Not only will it be producers who are stepping into the Thunderdome. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, Mr. RN, I thought you. All right, so yo, if you wanna talk about slapping some dude in the face, what up? But yeah, slapping dudes. What's Illa G say? Slap hoes, eat bacon. Illa. What up, Illa G? Yeah, Mr. RN, it seems as if you've got a story to tell. And I keep forgetting that I've only got one blunt for the day. I don't think I can, at this stage in my broadcasting career, that I can do this while not having the mental comfort of smoking a blunt. So, yo, shout out to Billy Lyons, yo. Billy Lyons is an ill motherfucking dude. Billy Lyons just solved a problem for me that I had had for nearly a year. Actually, longer than that. Lord Rich, what up, man? So, shout out to Billy Lyons for solving that problem. How much do I smoke a day? Whatever I feel like. Yeah, man. You gotta walk like the wolf. The wolf don't start anything, but he finishes all of them. That's the crazy thing about my dog. He finishes so many dog fights, it's actually fucking incredible considering how calm he is. He never starts them. He finishes those shits immediately. Hey, most dogs don't know how to fight a husky or a wolf because a wolf will duck down underneath of the bite, and then as the dog is coming down, you've exposed your throat completely, and they just grab it and it's over quick. Fuck pin. Yeah, man. Mob Deep Monday will take care of it. You making me want to put in fight music tonight, but I gotta remember I gotta encode messages into the shit, so it's not playlist. Now, if I get into a point where I am doing playlist and encoding messages, you know that I'm one step closer to singularity and almost out of this physical plane. Do I work out? Lord Rich, yo, I used to. I played football in college. So, you know, if I played football in college, that means I played my entire life leading up to college. And at 150 pounds, I had to work out. Everybody was huge. I also grew up on a farm, so you worked out whether you realized you were working out or not. You're just working, and everything's fucking heavy on a farm. And now, I was going to the gym on a daily basis and things of that nature, and then the Roni hit and shut everything down. So, I don't know, homie. If I start working out again, my lungs might fall out of my body. They might reject this new environment that I've created for them. If that can even happen. It's like when a body gets transplanted organ. It might reject it. If I try to get my lungs healthy again, they might actually reject it. They've been built to run off of this. 20 years of this, yo. I'll tell you what, Reyes. I playing basketball high is fun. Yeah, me and P went to Richie's in Queens every day until he was able to start touring again. So for about 7 or 8 months after he got out, we worked out every day because I'm about that life. So Reyes, I playing basketball high, fun. Playing football high is retarded. Nobody should do that. You got to be as crisp as you can possibly be with your head on a swivel to play football. And if your timing is been affected even the slightest bit, Kal-El, what up? You're about to get your motherfucking head took off. So, yeah. Now, playing golf high, it's a requirement. I don't even like playing golf sober, it feels like. I might play better when I'm sober, but I'm not enjoying myself. Yeah, swimming high is super fun because you're immersed in water. You feel weightless. Yo, T, and you gotta run like Majestic. What up? You gotta run like Phoebe did in Friends, in that Friends episode where she just lets her arms flail about and flop around like she's a kid. So, T, and here's my real question. Why do you care if anyone's looking at you while you're jogging? The reason they're looking at you is because they're probably thinking to themselves, I wish I was jogging right now, or I wish I was bettering myself, or I wish I had taken the step, or I need to take that step. Yeah, Lord Rich, get the Phoebe arms going, yo. Bert Ox 20. What up? I don't know how many different ways I can read your name, man, but I'll figure it out. Yo, T, you gotta understand something. And living in New York City really will teach you this. You might think people are looking at you. They aren't. You might think that they're thinking about you or things of that nature. They're not, dude. Nobody's fucking looking at you. Nobody cares. And even if they do, it's a fleeting thought. It's not like 7 years from now that one person's going to be sitting there and be like, yo, you remember on January 18th, 2021? We were driving through fucking Lincolnshire and you saw that dude running. Yo, my life has changed ever since I saw that dude running in Lincolnshire on the 19th. I've never been the same since then. It's never going to happen, dude. You do you. Focus on you. Don't give. Who cares what everybody else is doing? And even if they are looking at you, make it worth it. If they're looking at you, fucking make it memorable. Who cares, dude? Yeah, Tia, man, my life has never been the same. Ever since I saw this one lady running, she had like a weird gait in West Virginia when I was in grade school. It's been fucking 30 years, dude, and I can't stop thinking about that one moment. You're the only one who's going to think about it, dude. That's what it says. Lincoln Shire. That's how you fucking pronounce that shit. It's like the English version of The Hobbit, right? The Shire. Like, listen, dude, I'm from the mountains of West Virginia. If it's spelled Lincolnshire, I'm going to pronounce it Lincolnshire. It's going down in the Shire, yo. Now, I did live in Massachusetts. And I will tell you, the way that they pronounce, the enunciation of their towns versus how they are spelled do not make sense whatsoever. For instance, DB, what up? I love seeing all the 333s, man. I love that shit. I love every second of it. Posse Shot, what up, G's? Alright, I'm going to spell it right now. Look, so, there's a town in Massachusetts called Dorchester. Dorchester. Larry Bird, what up? You see how it's spelled? Dorchester. There's a town very close to Dorchester spelled like this. Now, how do you think you would pronounce that, given the fact that in the same state, in the same geographic location, the one spelled with a D is pronounced Dorchester? D Block. What up, D Block? Anybody who knows Massachusetts knows you don't go to D Block, man. That is a dangerous fucking place. Kal-El, you're probably laughing because you know. So, in Massachusetts, Dorchester is pronounced Dorchester. How do you think the bottom one is pronounced? I got the Jeopardy theme playing in my head. I'll let you guess. Yeah, D. Barry, you would think it's Worcester, right? I promise you, they pronounce it Worcester. How the fuck do you get Worcester out of Worcester? And I'm not making this up. It is Worcester, Massachusetts, not Worcester. They will look at you like you're fucking crazy if you pronounce it Worcester. Dude, I am not making this shit up. If anybody in here from Massachusetts, anybody, they will fucking... Where's Emmanuel at? Yo, Emmanuel, I'm giving you a shout out to the universe. You needed to pop in here and let us know how they mispronounce the shit out of words in Massachusetts, man. I swear to God, it's pronounced Worcester. Not even Worcester. Worcester. Like, it's pronounced like that. Worcester. What in the fuck? Yeah, Louisville's another one. It could be Louisville, like Louisville Slugger. Louisville, like Lowellville, if you're Southern. Louisville, if you don't know, if you're not from America. It's Louisville. It's, you know, I listen to rap. It's Louisville Slugger. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to. We would have to. We need somebody from that town to tell us how to properly enunciate that shit. Yo, so yeah, the crazy thing, yeah, and then it's I don't even know how to pronounce the sauce. Worcester, what the fuck? Yeah, see, Louisville Slugger. It's not I bash his head in with my Louisville Slugger. What in the fuck? Oh, do you want me to take a stab at that one with my southern dialect and drawl? What? Naco dish? Man. What the fuck? That looks like Natchitoches. You're from Natchitoches, Louisiana. Yeah, see, that's easy. Monroe. Natchitoches. What the fuck? See, that's that Creole. That's that whole French, Jamaican, Bahamian Creole shit going on. That's a whole different language that I do not comprehend nor speak. Yeah, easy ID, man. You know, man. That's that gumbo talk down there. That you got to be from. It's also like the deep, deep, deep South. Like the white people from the South got a whole language that you got to be from there to understand that shit. You'll be like, what the fuck did he? Yo, it looks like the dude from the Water Boy with the overalls on. That shit. That guy. That Creole, man. That shit is hard to understand. You know what's funny about people with a very regional dialect? It seems to be like they only speak that in that place. Yo, they talk so fucking fast. See, look at that, Majestic. How do you even say that shit? Yeah, Boomhauer, of course. How do you even say that? Is that Leicester? Oh my god, I'm too white to be saying these weird names. How do you get that out of that? Then why are there so many extra letters? Why did they just spell it that way? It's extremely inefficient. Look at that. 6 letters. Why is there 9 in theirs and you were able to say it and enunciate it in 6? See, that's that old English shit. Modern day English is the most efficient language. 26 characters, hardest to learn how to speak because of the one vowel can have like 9 different spellings, right? Easiest to learn how to write. 26 characters. Now, the Mandarin, I think, or not even Mandarin, but Chinese is the easiest to learn how to speak. Their children learn how to speak way earlier, but it is infinitely harder to learn how to write. Yeah, man, that's inefficient spelling, man. What, is that Gloucestershire? See, that's how the white me would say that. The Massachusetts resident of 4 years would say Gloucestershire. And the pragmatist in me knows that neither of those are right and that I'm brutalizing both of them. So, you explain to me, Lord Rich, how the fuck you phonetically enunciate that place. How can you even have that many vowels wrapped around a C? See, that's that English shit. You guys have to put shire at the end of everything. You guys... I guess that's like town or village in Old English, right? Yo, the Dour Hour is the worst show in America. Is there any point to any of this? We have had a show talking about pierogies. Now we're talking about the regional enunciations. Yo, posse. Australia, does Australia have any funny enunciations of your places? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a couple songs on because I got to go to the store and get some blunts because otherwise I'm just going to stop doing this. Posse, that's what Thursdays is for. So I'm going to put some fucking songs on from the 333 and then I'm going to run to the store real quick. Let's see, what can I put on that won't get... Alright, I'm going to put on Cash's album, the As If one. So, Australia's fucking huge, yo. Yeah, no, we're going to do that when I get back. So, I'm going to run to the store real quick. Take this as a moment for you to do whatever you got to do for the next 5 minutes. And I'll be back as soon as possible, y'all.
I know what side I'm on. I'm a positive motherfucker. Yeah. I deal with nothing but positive energy and good energy and good motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not evil. I'm not negative. Straight like that.
Who wanna get they fucking head blown and placed on a front page article? News 12, automatic shells, brain particles. Cupid, if I'm shooting, then I'm aiming at the hearts of dudes. I vibe with wise men that love playing the parts of fools. For blood I shed in the shed, I'm the sharpest tool. This nigga mental's like a Ginsu, I'm as sharp as two. Drop shit, they turn a mosh pit to a barbecue. Live is to the live wires, fire if you spark a fuse. Boom, everybody that notice him got trust cause he combust like petroleum. I'm from them gully blocks where niggas get they scully pop. Melt tracks on wax, some classic like Scully tops. Fuck drowning Dalmatians, I'll flood your spot. Shatter your bladder at the ladder just to hug the top. Got an unfamiliar touch of a stranger. You dealing with them Crown Heights bangers, danger.
So, I know what I'm saying is right, and I got facts to back it up. And whoever don't support the movement that Prodigy's on, then fuck you, nigga.
Nigga live from the brook. And I ain't talking Hogan daughter. Crossing the line with these lines, I'm over the border. Give me a meal, I make it heat up like a hot plate. A touch of Midas, ill as Leonidas at the hot gates. Spartan rituals, the guard is in the room. No fraud, that boy been hard since he was in the womb. I'm from that killer crown when niggas really kill a clown. 4 pound to knock his ass down, no joints allowed. If I ain't scoring, no points allowed. Don't test him, God blessed him with the anointed style. Who the best nigga points him out. If he contesting, then I guarantee to stretch a nigga Jordan style. Throw him in the trunk with no mug shot, just his mug shot. They all shady on sunblock. Got that unfamiliar touch of a stranger. You dealing with them Crown Heights bangers, danger.
Trust me, you know what I'm saying? I am that new motherfucker. And like I said, I ain't nobody special. There's other niggas out there like that too. But I'm just bringing it to the forefront. But they really don't know how I get down. Yeah. Nigga, I am the new Malcolm X. And there's more of them out there. I ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I am the new Dr. York. You know what I'm saying? Doc taught me everything that I know. Malcolm taught me everything I know. You know what I'm saying? All these black leaders that they murdered and killed, assassinate their character, I learned from them.
Y'all little niggas wanna rhyme like me, shine like me. I hope you get a deal in times like these. Rhyme overseas on the astronaut beat, on the beach out in France where the bitches say we. Please, I'm not a leader, so don't follow me. Cause as we speak, I know niggas wanna hollow me. Chickens wanna swallow me. So I pluck 'em while they clucking. Got a swan at home but can't duck 'em. Disgusting, the repercussions. I deal with it later. For now I'm on the prowl, hustling to get this paper. A couple capers, my niggas got kids. Listen up, parents, here it is. I'm not a fucking role model. Yap a Vic, smack a bitch, get your dick sucked, spin your ring on go by. I'm not a fucking role model. Steal a car, crash that shit on the freeway, doing full throttle. I'm not a fucking role model. High school's for punks, nigga pick up a pack and pump. I'm not a fucking role model. Man, it is what it is. Look, homie, I ain't got no kids.
The be slave. With no baby mama present. Stay strapped like Contra with the contraceptive. The pussy to me's like cable, it is on demand. My last music crew had drugs, that's a contraband. You have to understand, I'm not the type to enlighten. Don't look to me, look at the sky, that will brighten your life. You follow what I do, you'll be dead or in jail. You will never prevail, you will end up in hell. Well, I ain't no role model. Burn a Victoria's Secret girl to ashes in a Dutch, that's how I role model. I'm not even on Twitter like that, so don't follow. Speeding or school zone and it's full throttle. So follow someone else, model yourself after. I'm a bastard, I ain't no self-help rapper. So fuck you, I don't backstab, I look at you in your face and cut you. And that's facts.
Yap a Vic, smack a bitch, get your dick sucked, spin your ring on go by. I'm not a fucking role model. Steal a car, crash that shit on the freeway, doing full throttle. I'm not a fucking role model. High school's for punks, nigga pick up a pack and pump. I'm not a fucking role model. Man, it is what it is. Look, homie, I ain't got no kids.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what I mean when I say you gotta have a balance, a positive and negative. You gotta learn how to balance it out. But for positive people, there has to be more positive than negative, straight up and down. Even when you're doing something negative, like when you gotta shoot somebody to protect yourself, you have to do it with a positive state of mind. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're doing it to protect what's positive.
Walked in the club, put my hand on the bud of a thick-ass yellow bone walking with a strut. Strapped with a snub as I roll up the bud, trying to cough up a lung like it's Marcy where I'm from. I see niggas grilling, came to have fun, no need for no killings. 100 bitches here, I would hate to be the villain. Plus I'm chilling with a chick at the bar that I'm feeling. Bizarre but appealing. I keep my eyes on a guy that's 6'5" with the scar he concealing. Come any closer and I'ma have to spill him. His people all chillin' like look at the way I did him. Let them know that I'm playing for keeps. Show action. Niggas know talking is cheap. So you should know the gun is off safety. So nigga don't make me wild the fuck out. Style the fuck out. Niggas wanna front, they get pound the fuck out. I used to care shit. I don't give a fuck now. I'm serving anybody like niggas who hustle uptown. Wild the fuck out. Style the fuck out. Niggas wanna front, they get pound the fuck out. I used to care shit. I don't give a fuck now. Realest niggas spitting and come see what the fuck's
the
about.
night ending, I make sure the air stop pretending. I'm trying to get her back to the crib, enter her entrance. Her little smack glanced over at Cash. See he grill fighting niggas while he promising mass. And yo, them niggas gay, yo, they trying to slay. We ain't come for the smoke, but always ready to blaze and stay with the contingency plan. Bill snuck in the snub, but we ain't trying Troy at the club. But he gave me the head nod, I'm headed to the wit. Laid low in the back, strap, no buckle on. That's why we park on dead blocks for GP. Now they getting led to the fire like Leafly. Heard the code words, fuck you see me. Hopped out spraying the tag like graffiti. So, you know you getting robbed too. I'm cool but wild out like the locks do.
If the nigga step on your goddamn shoes.
Wild the fuck out, style the fuck out. Niggas wanna front, they get pound the fuck out. I used to care shit, I don't give a fuck now. I'm serving anybody like niggas who hustle uptown. Wild the fuck out, style the fuck out. Niggas wanna front, they get pound the fuck out. I used to care shit, I don't give a fuck now. Realest niggas spitting and come see what the fuck's about.
You know what I'm saying? But the positive always gotta overcome the negative. You know what I'm saying? But you still gotta have that balance and have that little bit of negativity in you. Because sometimes they call for that.
Sometimes it calls for that, y'all. Welcome back, man. Sorry for the delay. I did not realize I had no Dutches. But we back. Like a spawn. So, anybody wants to hop in the Dour Hour, you know the second blunt is the opportunity. Send me your email, and I'll send you the Zoom link, and we can talk about whatever. Shout out to my motherfucking homie, Billy Lines. I don't want to say that the beach has been unleashed. But somebody I know that makes beats had gone dormant for a while. But there was some seismic activity. And I believe that producer has been awakened. I'm a little bit excited for it. It's going to be fun. So, shout out to Billy Lines. Shout out to the community. Shout out to doing more than you do for yourself, and everything else will work itself out. That's what my mom always told me, man. I asked her, back when I was young and arrogant and narcissistic and literally focused on nothing but myself at all times, how the fuck do you... Well, I didn't say that to her. I would never disrespect my mother like that. But how in the world do you do it? And she knew exactly what I was talking about. A mother always knows. And her answer was simple. Do more for others than you do for yourself. Everything will be fine. And she literally lived and walked by that credo until her last day. And ever since she said that, man, it has caused an alteration into who I am and how I operate. And I've kind of been like this ever since then. I don't care about nothing. I didn't say easy ID. See, now, don't misinterpret it. Full altruism is self-destruction. If all you do is things for other people, you will be consumed by it and they will take from you until you have nothing left. So, you first must do things for yourself so that you have the metaphysical capability to give to others. Lines, just send me the just type your shit in right here. The live chat is up, the links will come out. Now, once you have built yourself up to where you can give out to others, and you have basically a shield around you so that it's hard to penetrate that shield and take more than you want to give out from you, then it's cool. But thing is, do more for others than you do for yourself. That's the whole moral of the story. You know, there's everything operates in a bell curve. There's the left side that is all on the all narcissistic and self-imposed, and then the extreme right side that is going to be full altruism. And then as you go up towards the bell, it will even out towards the middle where most humans lie. So, you know, you got to put yourself down here somewhere. To the extreme in either way is never a good thing. Yeah, easy ID. You have to learn to be able to protect yourself. Because if you don't protect yourself, all you're doing is becoming food for someone else. And that's exactly why P put that Terrence McKenna, I think it's Terrence McKenna, saying that skit on Hegelian. If you just continue to grow yourself but not protect yourself, then you're literally just growing food for someone else. That's basically the moral of the story. That's basically the moral of the motherfucking story. Are they parasitic by nature? I don't believe that people are parasitic by nature. I think that given most people put them in similar circumstances that resulted in somebody being parasitic, and they'll probably end up being parasitic themselves. So there's an line in the first Batman with Christian Bale. You know, Christian Bale, well, Bruce Wayne's a motherfucking billionaire and shit, right? Well, in the first one, he leaves all that shit behind and goes and becomes homeless in like Thailand or something. And he said the first time that he had to steal in order to eat, like to steal out of necessity, that he gained a better understanding of things. And that's kind of it. Like, now, Here's an interesting take on it, Lord Rich. I feel as if the hive mind is more parasitic by nature than individualism. I feel if you get a whole bunch of people who are maybe on the fence about it or undecided to all lean towards being parasitic, then it will just become the norm and overflow, and that's basically kind of where we're at right now. ACGC, what up? So you have to look at the history of democracies. Democracies generally last around 200 years before they fail. America itself is around 240 some years, almost 250. I don't even know what it is at this point. But we have crossed the 200-year point a long time ago. So what happens after 200 years in a democracy is once the people learn that they can vote themselves into gifts and free things, that they will vote themselves into destruction. Because you will just keep voting for people who promise you shit and give away stuff, and then all of a sudden you're $32 trillion in debt, and you'll never get out of that shit as a country. Vegas, what up? So, that's your history lesson. You can go back and look at it. Most democracies on any level of freedom, 200 years is about all you get before corruption starts to deal in the side of, well, if you vote for me, you want that $2,000 check, you'll vote for me. And then, that $2,000 check to 374 million people, it's just a lot of money. And I don't know where it came from. DB333, it's all about balance. It's the yin and the yang. Everything is about balance. You can't have a positive without a negative. Nature doesn't exist like that. For every poison that exists in nature, its antidote or anti-poison or cure lies within the same area. That's how nature works. So if you've got a poisonous frog that is indigenous to one area and, you licked that toad thinking it was psychedelic and all of a sudden you got poison, well, nature has provided the answer in the immediate environment. So that's just how things work. There is a balance. Physics, math, nature, life, it's all a balance. Well, sometimes it does get violent. I've always said that you can never sit back and wait for karma to enact everything, because sometimes you have to wield karma's sword. Yeah, nature always restores, man. You allow humanity to disappear, and within 10 years, the whole planet would look different, and within 50, it would be a jungle again. There would be nothing. It would just be green everything. Infamous in what up? Yeah, no matter how positive I might be right now and all that, there's still, you have to hold that little bit of negativity within to allow there to be a balance and allow that to humble your vision and your perception of reality. You just can't be floating on cloud 19 out in these streets and thinking everything is fucking sweet. There must be a cognitive balance, if nothing else. You can admit nothing but positivity, but there must be a cognitive realization that balance is needed. Well, DB, that's the only thing that never changes, is the fact that everything changes. Now, it all might be cyclical, but within that cycle, there are many microscopic changes within the macro change, right? So that's how it works. So if it takes from here all the way around to equal change, well, if you look at the geometry of it, no, what up? So if you go in a circle, that's 360. 180 degrees would be, what do they call that? It's a complete opposite. So here's the point. You get down to here, that's change. Along that many points, things had to happen in order for change to happen. Now, it's cyclical. So it's going to keep on changing back to what it was 20, 30 years ago, because that's just how humanity works. Fashion trends, music, culture. The reason that it works like that, yeah, Lines, I sent it to you. It should be in your email. The reason it works like that is the cyclical life cycle of humanity. Right? So you're born, you're a teenager when most of your pop culture influences occur. You grow up, you get married, you have kids. By the time you're 40 and whatnot, you are now a consumer of the highest level in the manufacturer's eyes. You have a job, you have work output, you gain financial input so that you can now expend that upon their products. So you are viable. So nostalgia kicks in, and now all the shit that you grew up on is familiar, and you'll buy all that shit up. So why do you think Marvel's huge? Their movies are fucking dope because they got billion-dollar budgets. But dude, it's all the 40-year-olds who have money and have kids who grew up reading that shit and watching X-Men cartoons. You know, if there wasn't a full generation of humans who grew up on that, they wouldn't bring it back. It wouldn't be a thing. So it happens with everything. So, like P said, there are two things that are constant in this world. One of them's change. Yeah, I mean, you guys should, there's this Russian sleep experiment that they did. I wonder if Billy Lyons knows about anything about this. Let's find out. Let's find the fuck out. Oh, Billy Lineal. William Lineal. What up, homie? It'll connect. There he goes. What up, son?
Yeah.
Well, at least Billy Lies knows that he needs to roll his oat up when he's fucking with me, because I'm not passing shit.
Long time no see, homie.
Yo, so you know what's crazy, man, is I'm an innovator, Billy Lies. I've been on that I ain't passing no blunts to nobody shit years ahead of the Roni. I'm just ahead of the curve.
You know what it is? We poor as fucking Mississippi, dog. So we gotta share blunts.
No, I can feel that, but
look, I respected the fuck out of it. The minute I seen that everybody gets their own blunt, I was like, oh shit, I fit in just fine right here. But it was just a cultural thing, you know what I mean?
It is a cultural thing, and it's always a socio-economical thing too, because when you don't have a lot of money and you're all coming up,
if you smoking a blunt and this dude standing around, they're gonna be like, yo, you gonna pass that shit, man? What the fuck?
Yeah, you know how many times I heard people say that in the lab, like, oh, you want to pass that? I'd be like, well, first of all, if you know me, you can't be offended. I'm so used to smoking by myself, I don't even think about it, and I'll just keep going. And usually, in my circles that I've always run with, everybody had their own weed, so it's like, the only time you would ever pass it is anybody would just want to try it. Well, now, I'm an adult, and if you got some, I'll trade you, or I'll just get some off of you and just be like, yo, I want to try that, and I'm going to roll up my own shit. I think it's cool, man. I've always been about that shit.
And plus, whatever them raps you had was, I was like, damn, I want one of them bad.
Yeah.
I've been running around here smoking on these Swisher Sweets, getting the cancer and shit for the last 20 years.
You can get the Bluntvilles on Amazon, dude. They got the boxes are cheap.
Oh, man, this dirt weed ain't even wasting my blunt bill over.
It is what it is. So welcome to the Dour Hour, homies. For those who don't know the face, this is Billy Lyons, and yeah, his beats are fire. And Billy Lyons has solved a problem that was occurring in my universe for a while. I don't even know the time frame on it. I honestly cannot even tell you when this issue began and how long me and Native Instruments have been going to war over this shit.
Hey, it ain't over yet. But
What?
the hard part is,
Well, I mean, dude. So today to test it out, once Machine 2 got loaded, because for some, here's the craziest thing: Machine 1. No matter what I do when I open sessions, it says that the plugins cannot be found. Even when I go and manually locate them and find them, it still won't load them. And I don't know why. Son, I'll uninstall and reinstall a trillion times. The shit's gonna work. You've seen it.
It ain't like you don't know computer.
Yeah, nah, son. We banged out the couple weeks that you came to visit rap camp, son.
That's what made me fucking dormant. That damn computer, man.
That's all we did is fucking figure out fucking computers, right? And then
that shit broke my soul, man. Like, damn.
And then son. So I said, you know what? I don't even know why I'm still trying to open up Machine 1 with all this new shit. So I went and clicked open on Machine 2, and I went and opened the one session that closed down that made me stop making beats. And the shit.
That one with them dope ass drums.
I said
one about falling out the wet pussy or some shit like that.
No, that's a whole different one. That's a whole different one. But everything loaded and it played and it didn't crash my fucking computer and slow down because I got 45 fucking VSTs running at once because you know me, son. I like my layers.
Yeah.
So, dude, I've been floating on cloud 50 ever since this morning when it actually worked. I was like, there's no fucking way this works.
Man, I'm just glad I could be a vessel.
So here's the crazy thing, son. The universe is dope, right? My computer, the operating system I'm on, is like 5 iterations past when Pro Tools 10 HD is even supposed to work. It's not even supposed to recognize it. So, Pro Tools HD still running, as always, running. And now this version of Machine fully operational, but with that combination of Pro Tools and shit running, it's not supposed to recognize this. Oh, it does. I sent you the video earlier. It's literally not supposed to be able to see this.
That little motherfucker's pretty too, ain't it?
Dude, so somehow, some way, fighting through the fucking fog and everything, now everything works.
I tell you the fucking story, so my computer crashed in New York.
This is true, people.
I drove all the fucking way back to Mississippi. Put it in the shop to get fixed. That bitch was in the shop 3 months. I said, fuck this. I can't take it no more. And I bought a digital mixer, like an old Digitracker, just so I could fucking produce, even though I wasn't recording. So then I finally got my Mac back, and I put the digital recorder on eBay for sale. And the motherfucker's basically brand new, never been recorded on, right? I sold it for like $700, but dude was tripping about it getting shipped. And I got tired of fucking with him. I was like, dude, I will drive this motherfucker to where you're at. And he was in the mountains, way the fuck up in Knoxville.
Oh shit, so, road trip.
I drove like 8.5 hours.
There was a reason though. There's a reason.
And the whole time I was in the mountains, I was thinking about Joe's big ass calves. Because when I was trying to walk behind him, I was like, damn, this motherfucker got like my little bone. I thought I've been climbing poles forever. And I was like, man, I can keep up with this motherfucker. This son bitch like goddamn Hobbit and shit going through the streets, man.
Yeah, y'all thought you was from the Shire.
Yeah. And then when I got in the mountains, when I was driving, I started getting tired as fuck, running off the road and shit. When I went up there, I traded that big machine in for that little one because I ain't have no more room. But I didn't even think to look if it had a MIDI port.
It doesn't.
And it don't. And I gotta have MIDI to run on the keyboard. And I was finna trade it to Dot. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give this shit to Joe just because it came from the mountains. And so did his motherfucking ass. And he had a Joe Dirt car, goddamn it.
You're goddamn right. And yo, so Billy Lyons is not lying on any of that, especially the big calves, because when you live in the mountains and grow up, you are either walking down some grade or you are walking up pretty much at all times. So imagine being on a treadmill and putting it up and down at all times. And that's what growing up in West Virginia was like.
God damn, this motherfucker, dude. If you try to put some cowboy boots on, your feet would go in and your calves would get stuck at the lip.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious. But whatever, I was fast. You know?
Yeah, you was.
So yeah, man, yeah, like I'm super hyped, man, about how the fact that all this shit even works. The fact that I could open those sessions is like, you don't understand what that just did. I've opened up. You have to.
How long have you had them?
Oh my god, dude! I haven't worked. I haven't worked.
That is a miracle.
I haven't worked in machine in. It's almost 3 years, dude.
Well, when I looked at the complete thing, they didn't say I would have to make up the payment for the upgrade, but you would too.
Yeah, well, we'll figure that out. I'm not even worried about that. What I want to
like-
do, what I want to make sure is that whatever you have sound-wise, that I have the same,
You
same.
need Contact, Monarch.
Well, I got
and,
most of that. So I'm saying we'll
Yeah.
that way. Whenever we send shit back and forth, there's no issues because I'm tired of bouncing stems and fucking putting them back into other programs and shit like that.
Yeah.
But you do what you gotta do. Fuck it.
Yeah. And I don't hardly use, like, you don't have to use Native Instrument plugins in Machine. It'll use Waves and Soft Tube and all
No,
that
I know.
other
That's
shit.
another reason why, dude. When I had to do the initial scan, you know, the first time scan,
Yeah, they scan the shit out of all that stuff.
6.5 hours.
Isotope.
6.5 hours to get through the scan, dude.
Yeah, hang up on any of the isotope shit. Sometimes mine hang up on isotope.
Well, it was in the beginning, but what I was able to do is figure out that if you go and hit force click or force quit in the Finder window in Mac, and then just force quit the scanner, it won't stop scanning. It just force quits it on that one.
Yeah.
So I was
do that
just
shit too.
anyone that was taking like more than 10 seconds. Nope, I don't need it. I don't need it. What the fuck? I don't use plugins inside a machine.
There's another little trick you can do. Native Machine has a partnership with sounds.com, and you can actually go on sounds.com and get like a 7-day trial, pick a bunch of sounds and download them, and they'll go straight to your machine folder, and then you can just cancel.
Oh, well, another thing is if you need it, dude, just because of plugging this in for the first time and registering, Native
They
Instruments,
give you a free sound.
they sent me 2 of them.
Bet.
Nah, they sent me 2 vouchers, so you can go grab
That's
any.
because that machine's brand new.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said they were like, thanks for registering your new product. Here's a $25 voucher, and then after I sent them an email and told them the issues I was having, they just sent me another one. So I was just like,
Well, goddamn, they should have sent me some shit.
no, I'm gonna send them to you,
Fucking
dude.
Shiesty bastard. Nah, you're good. I got all of it anyway.
So, so what up, son? What up, yo? So,
Me?
yeah, you.
Shit, you see it, man. I've been working on the same 2 beats for like 48 hours straight, dude.
Well, that's what it
And
takes.
Every time I bounce them, I hate them even worse. But I know them shits is dope, though.
Yeah,
Both
well,
of them are.
well, I mean, you also have this tendency to like not like things, and then when I play it, everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, this is fucking fire," and you're like, "Well, I didn't
I
even
hate
like
my
that
own
one."
I hate everything. I don't know what I'm my own worst critic, but I think it's a good thing because it makes me try harder. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, that's Havoc's school of thought. Havoc hates everything that he makes.
yeah,
Me too. That's why
It's kind of like even if you were a good singer, you probably hate the sound of your own voice. You know what I mean?
I mean, up until this calendar year, dude, I have literally only made beats for myself and then cash. That was it. Like, I never really played them for anybody. That's not the point of me making them. It was never.
You played that whole album for me.
Well, yeah, that's because you were here in person. That's different. But now this year's
pretty dope.
This 2021, I'm on a different wave now. So that's another thing about Beat Boutique. I'm a whole different wave. If I'm exposing everybody else to the Thunderdome, I got to be willing to step into the Thunderdome myself and have everybody be like, nah, this shit is whack, yo. You know, so.
I found this not grocery bag, but garbage bag from when I first started. I had a Fostex 4-track that recorded on cassette tape. And I found this grocery bag filled with these tapes. I found a power cord for that Fostex. It took me like an hour to get it to play right. And then when it played right, I put all them tapes back in that bag and hid them bitches like as far away as I could fucking find a place to hide them, dude. I was like, this is trash, man. Why did I not burn this shit?
Well, you know what you can do, though, is dig in through the trash because there might be some inspiration.
No, there is not.
He said there is none. Because I've done that before. I had once...
That's a big bag of humility. That's what that is.
Well, yo, that She Likes the Lines beat that we made together, that's how that happened. I took a beat that I was just like, this is disgusting, but I like 2 parts of it, and I sent them to you, and then you sent that back. I was like, yeah. I was like, see, now it's a beat again.
She's in the Wind or something.
Yeah,
like
see that one.
Yeah.
I was about ready to trash. Yeah, no, I was about ready to trash that shit forever, but I was just like, you know what? Part of this is not trash. So let me just keep this part.
I'm gonna send you some of my tape, and then you ain't gonna let me on Zoom no more.
Well, nah, don't even do that. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to. What the fuck am I gonna play them on?
Oh, this fucking way.
Still a better interview than Nick Ashley.
Well, that's. I ain't even gonna comment on that. That's my whole. I mean, you know what I mean, man. I'm cool with Nick.
Oh, I'm cool enough that I can say shit like that to him.
I guess I ain't cool. I don't know him that good where I can back on him, but I did give him some beats, man. I never heard back.
Well, yeah. Welcome to the game. So, yo, I got some ideas for Beat Boutique and how to make it. How to get the exposure better for producers and whatnot. So I just got to execute. I'll clue you in whenever my brain figures out exactly how to do it.
You know what will help me? I don't know if you can use Zoom or what, but if I can put my phone where you can see my DAW, if you could just help me organize the channels the way you do it a little better. Because it's just chaos on my shit, man.
Yeah, no, you have to organize it. And then once you organize it, just have it as like, that's how it is. This is how it is.
But the way you were sending multiple channels to multiple buses and all that stuff, like, that's when you got way out of my league, man. Because I got a drum bus, a bass bus, you know what I mean? I don't have a bus like you had. I think you had a reverb, a saturation.
Oh, I've got, any rap record that I mix is probably going to have 12 to 15 buses at minimum on it. So it's all about the bussing.
But they're not all filled with 100 plugs, though.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. And my ass just be throwing everything I can think of on there. It's like, oh, let me try this shit. And then before it's all over with, I don't even realize what's going to what or what, you know what I mean?
Well, that's like the stages of mixing, right? So when you first do it, you just kind of do shit and then be like, all right, I guess it sounds cool. And then the next stage in your evolution is you kind of start to figure things out. And then you'll do the third stage is where you've been making music long enough and you want it to sound all right. And then you will do that. You'll jam everything on during the second stage, what people do is they'll put instead of using a bus, they'll put a reverb on every fucking channel. It's just like you got 23 reverbs on here. No wonder your computer's fucking crashing. You only need
don't even make sense.
Yeah, you only need one. Well, then when people figure that out, what they'll do is they'll do that. They'll have like their vocal bus or whatever, or their drum bus, and they'll just put the reverb on that. Well, no. That drum bus is for
That's not right.
That's just for the drums. Put the reverb on its own bus, and then just send that drum bus to the reverb, and then you have full and total control.
So no reverb on the drum bus?
Nope.
Or drum bus reverb then.
Nah. You don't need the. Realistically, you have to think. I set things up like a studio used to be, like it's analog, right? So in a studio, you typically would only have one reverb unit for the whole fucking thing. So you didn't have the option of putting 40 of them on there. You had one. So I'm still just operating in the old school sense, and I don't want that many up there because I'm going to use all my computer's processing power for other shit and for bouncing. I don't want it to
So instead of worrying about having the decay right on the drums, reverb, you just worry about putting a little bit in and not too much.
Well, because with me as a mixing engineer, it's all about creating the shape. It's essentially all you're doing is creating this shape in this picture. So it's also more efficient than if I put a reverb on one bus, say bus 1 and 2. That's the input on it, right? That's the first bus. Input is bus 1 and 2. Well, you just go to everything that you want, including your buses, like your drum bus and your vocal bus and your piano bus, all these buses you have set up for your sounds, and then you just put the send on that. And then just send that to the reverb, and then bam, and now you have total control.
I got you. So the plugs you put on the bus for each sound might be your compression and your EQ or whatever, but then plugs like saturation, reverb, delay. You just put one of them.
One on each bus, and then just send each sound to that bus. And then that's it. You have total control within the send. And the reason that you do that within digital programs, especially Pro Tools, is for some fucking reason it's a programming mistake that worked out in everyone's benefit. When you bust things in Pro Tools, they just sound better. Instantaneously better. So
my ass is country out here running around barefoot and shit.
I mean, fresh out the mud, everybody. So,
right.
Yeah, man. We'll definitely dig deeper into that on Beat Boutique, and also I'm once I find a video editing program again, because the one that I had since I switched computers, it doesn't work anymore.
Was it OBS?
No, not the editing program, so I can record instructional videos, like how to do this in Pro Tools and whatnot, like that, shit like that, and I can post those. I will be doing that, so it's all baby steps, man. Just like this baby blunt that's left, so that means the Dour Hour is over because I got many things to do.
You can't take baby steps with them big ass calves you got, bro. You take orangutan steps and shit, man.
I mean, I could jump really high too, instead of just be high. Now I just am high.
Your legs so strong they can catch up with your.
All right, so Billy Lyons, man, I will be sending you some things to dig into very soon. So I appreciate you stopping by the Dour Hour, people. Everybody, I appreciate it. It is Mobb Deep Monday, so I will see you guys at 9 o'clock.
All right, y'all take it easy, man.
Until then, I'm out. RIPP 333. Stay safe, everybody.